Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors, including real fishing and hunting situations involving wildlife. We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content, but viewer discretion is advised. Now, enjoy the show.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
This week, we head to Berlin for some skeet and trap shooting. We'll head to Greenbackville for a duck hunt with the Freedom Hunters. Scorchy Taws takes us to Pocomoke City to meet fur buyers. And we'll turn Bridgeville into the Old West. Saddle up, partner. Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show dedicated to a commitment of conservation and to the community that makes Delmarva's outdoors such a hidden gem here in the Mid-Atlantic. My name is Jason Lee, and I never thought that I'd live to see the day where eggs are more expensive than ammunition.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here's Jason Lee.
We love finding hidden gems here on Delmarva, and there are plenty, just like the Synepuxent Rod and Gun Club in Berlin, Maryland.
We're doing a Big 50 ATA shoot today. ATA stands for Amateur Trap Association. Big 50 is where you shoot 50 targets at singles, 50 targets at handicap. You can shoot either or all. Most of us are doing that. You can be a novice. New people that come out to the club, we always have members here that will help guide them and train them if they need that. We'll always look forward to the young shooters. In fact, you see one shooter out here that's shooting. He's really very skilled. You may have seen another young fella out here with his grandfather today. This is really a family sport. The other neat thing about this sport is you can shoot it from as young till your retired ages. We have guys here today that are in their 80s, and they shoot well. It's a good way to come out and have some fun. You don't have to be a member to come out and shoot. I highly recommend everyone come and pattern their gun first, though, so you know how your gun's shooting, so when you are shooting a bird, you know more likely where that pattern shot is going to be going.
Been out here since the 80s. It's like one of the best unknown secrets. You talk to a lot of locals, they don't even know the club's here, but we've got trap, we've got skeet, we've got 5-stand, got a little bit of everything for everybody. Today is what we call the Big 50. It's every second Saturday for the members. We give a breakfast, so that's why you've seen a lot of hungry men there this morning. So that's one of the give backs we have, and then we have a Big 50 ATA shoot, which they're doing now, and that'll be 50 singles and 50 handicap. We have 2 a year, one in April and one in October, and those are full blown. There are 100 at the 16s, 100 at the handicaps, and you can shoot 100 doubles also. Like I said, it's one of the safest sports you can get into. Everything's with the gun safety. To get into it, you just come out here. All the guys are like family out here. They help everybody out. And then after that, just pick the gun you like and the day you want to come and just go have fun.
We're open Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. 11 to 3 are the official club hours. And just come out and have a good time. I mean, it's the shooting sports. We need more people doing it.
Clearly, I have a lot of work to do if I want to keep up with those guys. Still ahead, we'll go back to Scorchy's Corner, where we'll learn all about a Delmarva fur business. But up next, we head to Greenbackville for the Freedom Hunters Duck Hunting Weekend. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva. We were invited to tag along with the Freedom Hunters organization as they hosted a duck hunting weekend for some American heroes.
Our mission is to take out veterans, wounded or not, Gold Star family members, so family member that's lost a loved one, and children that are deployed on outdoor adventures. That's what we like to do.
Delmarva Sports Network's Noah Carter joined me on the adventure. We set out by boat from the Greenbackville Harbor. I was taken out to the pontoon blind with a few of the guests of honor, where I wasn't on the boat 3 minutes when we saw our first duck. Noah went with C.L. Marshall a little closer to shore in the boat blind. Noah and I were newcomers to the sport of waterfowl hunting, so it was a pretty special occasion that he got his first duck on the trip. Noah got a chance to talk with CL about what volunteering for Freedom Hunters means to him.
It's one of the most rewarding things I do. I get to take a lot of people hunting and fishing through the year. But just being able to, the fellowship, being able to give a little back to these guys who've done so much for our country is very important to me. And to connect with them on a personal level, that's probably one of the most rewarding things that we do all year. It's a whole host of us, Bill Kenlon, Tom Wall, Tommy Wall. It's a whole host of us involved with this. We're all just volunteers doing it, and just looking to give a little bit back and make some friends and connect with some of the people that have done so much for our country. You look back on it after it's over, after the hunt's over, and there are certain images that stick with you. And the one that's going to stick with me this year is my new friend Crawford there, and him walking back across the marsh with holding a Canada goose that we killed in Maryland this year. And that image is going to stick with me. It was his first Canada goose, and I think it's something that he'll remember. And just the memories of being out here on beautiful Delmarva and doing what we do on a daily basis and introducing new folks to it, from all walks of life. Crawford's from Kentucky, and to have him come down and share Delmarva with us is it's important for us as a heritage here on Delmarva, and I think it's something that hopefully these guys will look back on and with some fondness and some sense of gratitude for what we have here.
All right, we're nearing 5 o'clock. Shooting time's pretty much over. We're gonna get over back to the mainland, packing up here right now. Saw a couple ducks, got one, shot out a couple, missed them. I'm only out here for today, but good luck to these guys tomorrow.
When we got back to the Atlantic Firehouse, Tommy Wall, another volunteer, told us a little bit about the history of the Eastern Shore duck hunt and his perspective of why events like these are so important.
My dad and I and a few others, kind of put it all together a few years back. I think the first group that we had was 5 hunters. Okay. And then, it's grown since then. A lot of these guys go through a lot of stuff, and this brings them all back together. To sit around and just listen to the stories and see the smiles on their faces that I know, a lot of them are in bad places and, in their heads, and they come here and it really helps.
It's always rewarding to join an event like this, a genuine outpouring of respect, camaraderie, and a commonality that bridges the gap in age and geography. It's really what makes Delmarva just a little more special than other places in the world.
All right, Noah, that was your first experience with waterfowl hunting. What'd you think?
Oh, I had a great time, Jason. But really at the end of the day, I was just really grateful to meet these great guys behind me. We talked a lot. Got to know each other a lot. I traded some stories out there. I think that's what really makes it just a great hunt. It was a really rewarding experience for me out there, and I had a great time.
We'll keep an eye out for the next Freedom Hunters event, and we'll let you know about it. But if you or someone you know is hosting a veteran-centered event, well, let us know about it. Send us an email to outdoors@wboc.com, and let's help honor those who fought for our freedom. Still to come, we'll head to Bridgeville and put some rounds down range, cowboy style. But up next, we head back to Scorchy's Corner, where it's all about furs. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after this.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine.
Welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva. Cold winter days and nights have us remembering the Pocomoke Fur Company in this week's Scorchy's Corner.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Most every evening, Ray Fair can be found hard at work processing furs. Ray, along with his partner Paul Taylor, are fur buyers, two of only a handful that ply this trade on Delmarva.
Just started trapping when I was a boy in school and just really liked doing it, and my partner and myself just started buying and just got bigger and bigger every year.
Pocomoke Fur Company is what they call it, and the furs they buy, most of which end up in Europe as fur coats, come from hundreds of trappers within a 40-mile radius of their processing shop just south of Pocomoke.
We buy muskrats and red fox, gray fox, raccoon, opossum. It's mostly all we buy.
And the people they buy from? Well, Delmarva is a land of individualists. The trapper is one of these individuals whose idea of heaven on earth is walking a trap line on a frosty morning. Leroy Jones of Benton has been doing it since he was 11 years old. He's still going strong at 79.
Oh, I love it just that well. If I could see in the nighttime, I believe I'd get up and go to my traps in the night.
Yes, the trapper is an independent breed of cat that nobody's ever going to change.
I was born a trapper. In the 1930s I started, and I never have stopped.
And Cigar Daisy of Chincoteague never will. Pocomoke Fur Company has been in business 10 years.
We try to pay as much as we can, so the trapper makes as much as he can, but it's depending on what the market is.
Yes, Ray Fair loves fur buying and trapping, and hence these furry creatures may just hold some kind of witchery over those who walk the lonely lines.
Most people that start doing it young, they do it their whole life until they die, so that's got to say something for it.
Scorchy Taws wandering our Delmarvelous land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that even though originally made for the United States Army, Samuel Colt's Peacemaker was widely distributed and popular with civilians, ranchers, lawmen, and outlaws alike? You probably did. But did you know that Colt has discontinued the Peacemaker twice, but brought it back due to popular demand and continues to make it to this day? Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And sponsored by Shorts Marine. Everything but the water.
Welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva. Now, you might not think of Bridgeville as the Wild Wild West, but I'm here to tell you there's some rootin' tootin' cowboys who disagree with you, partner.
I don't know how long Bridgeville's been here, but it's been here a while. We started down in Seaford, and then we moved up here. We had a couple bays we could use, and then when they expanded the whole area, we were able to, that's when we started holding the Delaware State Shoot, which is, last year was the first year up here. And so we've been doing this here, I guess probably 12 years or so, been shooting cowboy here, maybe even longer. S.A.S.S is pretty well known now. S.A.S.S is Single Action Shooting Society. And you join, you get a, submit your alias, Corkscrew Tom. You pick it yourself. Usually when you join, I mean, right now there's, I think, over 110,000 registered numbers and names. You get a badge with a number on it and get the right guns and come on, start shooting.
S.A.S. is worldwide now. We shoot in Sudlersville every month on the first Saturday, and then we shoot here on the third Sunday. But there's shoots all over. There's several over in Western Maryland, Virginia. Just about every state has them. And there's some places that have, most states have a state shoot. I shoot down in Virginia. They have a Virginia black powder shoot. And they also hold a breast cancer awareness shoot, which I've been involved with for many years down there. Just a monthly shoot that we have every month, and depending on weather. But we've been shooting pretty much every month, and it's just a fun shoot. We come out, we are timed. People, they get their scores. We have an overall winner, and that's it. I mean, there's no prizes.
What's the one event of the year that you're really looking forward to?
For me, it's the Delaware State shoot, obviously, in May 19th, around that date. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have side matches on Friday, and then Saturday we shoot 10 stages, or 5 stages, and then Sunday we shoot the other 5 stages. And then we have a banquet on Saturday night, so it's a lot of fun. Spectators can come, just make sure you bring eye protection and ear protection, and stay back, from the firing line, but, we welcome anybody to come watch it, ask questions. Everybody will talk to you about stuff.
Get outdoors, Delmarva! Some genuine gunslingers there. To find out more, head on over to the Bridgeville Rifle and Pistol Club's website. We'll wrap up the show with your latest photos when Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva. It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures, thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Billy Joe Lagana returns to the program, showing off the goose she harvested. Cash Widgeon harvested this impressive 14-pointer in Worcester County. Capo brothers Jack and Mark show off their mallard harvest from their Cambridge outing, pictured here with their father and a family friend. John Creedon of Milford sent in this photo he took of an eagle that was out for a stroll on a farm off Elks Lodge Road. Here are a couple more photos from Pat Allegro Smith, who we introduced you to last week. And Ken Fullerton sent in this amazing shot he calls a gathering of friends. We'll feature more of Ken's photography in the weeks to come.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
And that's going to do it for us this week. Keep sending in those photos by emailing outdoors@wboc.com. If you'd like to see previously aired full episodes and segments, make sure you check us out on YouTube. And don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As a reminder, the Outdoors Delmarva Expo comes your way Saturday, April 22nd at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. If your company specializes in anything outdoor living, well, we invite you to be a part of it. Just send us an email and we'll get you all the information. Until we meet again, I hope to see you outdoors, Delmarva.
You've been watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And sponsored by Shorts Marine. Everything but the water.